So Dreo has really mastered the design language of tower fans, because these fans will look good inside your home for more than just a year or 2 years. You can have them for longer, and they do not cost a lot of money while saving you money on your electricity bill. And fans like these Dreos that are energy efficient, they save you money on your AC bill because they circulate the air better around your home. You don't need to turn on the AC on a cooler night, and they can look good inside of your own premium bedroom. So this is the most recent Dreo. This is the Dreo 554S. This was released on May 2nd, 2026, and it is a premium height adjustable tower fan. And it has the ability to adjust from 40 to 45 inches, and it's made out of similar ABS plastics as well as metal or wood accents. So they have a little bit of texture to the grain on the plastic, making it look more polished, more premium. But if you're looking at the overall motor type, they're both using the BLDC motor, but the 554S is using that next generation DC motor that's slightly more efficient. It doesn't come with the same amount of fan speed levels you get as you get on the Pilot Max. The Pilot Max comes with 12. Here you get 9, but they both will come with the same 28 feet per second fan speed. So very similar here. And if we want to just test out the noise level or the menu, just want to turn it on. You can see that we have a very clean light display. And these new displays are going to even have higher contrast from what we get with the Pilot Max. It also still comes with the same 4 modes. It comes with breeze, night, auto, and normal. You have the oscillation. The oscillation will not be as extensive as what you get with the Pilot Max. This is going to go about 90 degrees at the maximum. It can't go more than that like you get with the Pilot Max. So let's see how easy it is to adjust the height on the Dreo 554S tower fan. It's easy enough that my 5-year-old can do it because the foot pedal does all the work. If you press it, your unit will go up, and if you want to go down, just push downward. The Dreo Pilot Max is able to go all the way to 12 speed here, which is higher than any of the other tower fans in our review. So that means this has 12 fan speeds. The Dreo Pilot Max also has this level of oscillation here. Let's see how loud each one really is. The one thing that is noticeable is that your Dreo 554S will be quieter. So this is from the same 3 feet away. And on the max speed here, on fan speed 9. So our Dreo Pilot 1 Max on half speed, which is fan speed 6, is and let's hear how the 554 sounds up close. So running the same test on our Dreo Pilot Max, how does the Dreo Pilot Max sound? So the Dreo Pilot Max and the 554, they have about the same range, about the same power. I would say that the noise level is going to be slightly different. The 554S on lower speeds is more quiet, but at higher speeds, they're just about the same. This is the Dreo Fan 519S, and you can see that it has this noir look to it. It has a more classic look. It reminds me of the classic Batman, and one thing that I like about it is that it is about the same size as all of the other premium tower fans, except it is going to be slightly cheaper. If you turn on the display on your 519S, it comes with multiple fan speeds, all the way up to 9, just like on your 554S. It also comes with the 4 different modes. So you have normal, breeze, sleep, as well as auto. And with the same oscillation, it could oscillate 9 degrees left and right. And depending on which version you get, you might get the version with just the smart Wi-Fi, or you might get the version with the remote, or both. So the thing about here is that it is still very quiet because it's using that next generation motor. It is going to be a mid-tier, high-velocity smart fan. And what that means is that it's mid-value. It's not going to be as high-end as what we get with the Pilot Max. And it's going to be similar class to what we're getting on the 554S, but it allows you to pick a different design. The 519S's material choice is going to be more in this appliance-like plastic, but it still has this metallic or faux metallic features similar to what we're getting on our 554. It's just that the 554 will be more difficult to clean, and these are the propeller blades spinning around, and they are quite long. And instead of having to revolutionize just the motor, right, the motor is here, what they revolutionize is actually the propeller blades. So because the propeller blades are capturing a lot more air and there's less friction, there's less noise. The same principle here, our 554S. The propeller blades on the 554S are rotating, and on these brushless motors, they really don't make that much noise. This is the Dreo Cruiser Pro, and the Dreo Cruiser Pro is now on its 3rd generation, and it is similarly designed to your other Dreo tower fans, except that it will not come with the same brushless DC motor. So it is a little bit noisier, about 10 decibels noisier if you're on the max speed, but it is going to be a budget-friendly smart value fan. The biggest difference is that your Cruiser fan will not come with a bigger display. It has a smaller display that you see here, something along the lines of what we see from the Dreo heaters. And there's only going to be 5 speeds, so there's not 9 speeds or 12 speeds like you see from other models. So less, but you still get 4 modes, and all of the buttons are responsive. I've had mine since the day it came out, and I've tried them all since the 1st generation. The biggest thing is that it uses a less efficient motor, and because it uses that AC motor, it's going to still be relatively quiet compared to its competition, but noisier than its next generation DC motor brethren. Six feet away. So this is the Dreo 307S, which is along the lines of what we see from our Dreo Nomad fans. So here we have a compact smart tower fan versus a Nomad One S, which is going to be coming with the slightly faster next generation DC motors. But the 307S is meant to be the ultimate value play from Dreo, because as long as you don't need the DC motor, AC is still going to be quiet. It won't be as energy efficient, but you do get, so you get 8 different fan speeds here. And you get 4 modes. You get that normal, breeze, night, and auto. You get the ability to turn off all the lights. You get the 90-degree oscillation. And this is still going to be a great value because it's easy to clean. This is at 50%. And this will be on max. So the 307S, because it uses that AC motor, is going to be the noisiest of the group here. It's also going to be the most affordable, and it's also going to be the smallest. And if you're wondering what's the easiest way to clean a tower fan like this, especially ones that give you easy access, it's going to be getting one of these air dusters. And these air dusters, depending on which one you get, are going to be very powerful. So this is just a $35 or $30 air duster on Amazon, the Wolfbox MF50. And the air duster is just able to get all the dust out without you having to get it wet. So you're going to have to decide which one is going to be the best for you. If you're mainly using this inside of a bedroom and you don't need a lot of air circulation, I think for white noise, that's why the tower fans, the smaller tower fans, have been so popular. So ultimately, what's my verdict? Which is going to be the best tower fan for you? It comes down to not only your budget, because many of these fans are very similarly priced. It's really going to come down to which one you think looks the best and how close you want it in your general vicinity. If you're looking for white noise and you're using them mostly in your bedroom, a small room, all of these fans will basically do just about the same job, because these tower fans can move more air in an enclosed small room. Where they shine is in larger rooms. If you have a larger room like your living room or someplace that you want something that can move air, circulate air, and be more decorative, that's where the premium tower fans come to place. Because the premium models look good inside of a beautiful home. They look good inside of a mansion or a Fifth Avenue apartment. They don't just fit inside of a garage. If you want to get a dorm room fan or something less expensive, or for a guest room, that's where these small room fans have really shined. Because they do the same thing, and they're going to be a little noisier. They're not going to be as big. They don't have the same fan speed, and they don't have the same range. But compared to any other tower fan on the market, these are the best small room tower fans. And if you're looking at the entire lineup from Dreo now, you really see that many of these products are very similar to each other. It really comes down to which is your preference. If you have a home like a penthouse on Fifth Avenue or a mansion, or you live in Beverly Hills, you might find that these tower fans are going to work better for your home. On the flip side, you have the value lineup like the Cruiser line, the Nomad line, and the 307S, and all of these fans can do something very close to the premium fans. If you're 10 feet away, you'll feel these fans just like you feel these fans. So generally speaking, if you can afford it and it looks good, I say get the bigger one because you can just set it at a lower fan speed, like fan speed 1 or 2. It will move as much air as these guys will on a higher fan speed. It will be quieter. They're built to last longer, and they do not cost a lot more than what we get on the value lineup. And then if you're looking at the Nomad lineup, these are expressly built for people who have smaller rooms or are on a budget. Because on fans like the Dreo 307S or the Nomad One, you can clean them. You can clean the turbines. They're quiet. And they come with advanced displays, the same displays you get on the premium models. If you were wondering, what do I think tower fans will look like in the future? I think they're going to put a pedestal fan on top of a tower fan, and then it could save you more money, and they're going to tell us. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and please hit that like or subscribe button. It really does help support our channel. And if you want to learn more about pedestal fans and handheld fans, make sure to check out my YouTube channel as well. So with that, I'll catch you next time. This is Dave with the French Glow, signing off. Bye, bye, bye.